Morning. This is Anthony Soddy with Men of Impact radio show. This is the Life Lessons at Lunch breakfast edition. And the only reason I'm doing this early in the morning today is because I can, because of what I read today in the Bible. There was some verses that I was reading in my morning Bible study, and a verse that I wanted to study. So I'm just going to share that. Got some new shirts. Of course, this is a special color. This was a gift, but I did get some new shirts. So anyways, we'll get back to that at the end. The reading today that I had was from Hebrews 2, 5 through 8. And it said that, well, I'm just going to go with Hebrews 2, 8. In putting everything under him, God left nothing that is not subject to him, him being Jesus Christ. Yet at present we do not see everything subject to him. Now I started out by asking the same question that most unbelievers ask, that I asked a lot of times when I was an atheist. And it is, why is there so much suffering in the world? And I've been asked that a lot since I've been a believer, and I have answers, but I didn't get one as good as I'd liked today. We wrongly assume that God causes it, or at least allows it. I'm looking at my notes, forgive me. At least allows this pain. But through understanding the amazing truth, how the world works, hopefully we can see that God is not to be blamed for the sin, or pain, or the suffering. The real culprit is Satan. That's who we need to blame. And the kingdom of darkness. When he gained control of Adam, he had the right to do whatever he wanted. And since he hates us so much, he did not hold back with the evil or the pain or the suffering. And that's why all of it exists today. Jesus has regained control, and God has placed everything under his feet. But Hebrews tells us that at present we do not see everything subject to him. We still live in a fallen world because the world hasn't been restored and recreated yet. Now, as believers, our spirits have been born again and restored to the state that we were in before the fall. But the world is still suffering from the effects of sin until Jesus returns. That's just the way it is. It's the world because the world is owned by Satan. He gained control of the world. He is the Lord of this world. The good news is that Satan no longer has power over us unless we give it to him. Jesus broke the power and freed us from it. It's Colossians 2:15. Peter gives us the key to understanding how we have been freed. Be self-controlled and alert. Your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, looking for someone to devour. Resist him, standing firm in the faith, because you know that your brothers throughout the world are undergoing the same kinds of suffering. Now, the King James Bible says they are looking for someone he may devour, which means he has no power unless we give it to him. James gives us the key to resisting him. Submit yourselves then to God, resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Understanding this simple truth will put the devil in his place, and he will be afraid of you. Now, why do I say this? Why do I bring this up? Other than the fact that it obviously was just something that hit me today as I was reading it. And that's what happens to me when I'm reading it. That's why you'll see posts from me on Instagram or the Facebook page, Men of Impact Facebook page. Bible verses. It's just when they hit me. The other day I put a prayer because my reading just it wasn't something that I felt compelled to post. So why do I say that today, though? Because we as men in this world, this fallen world that the devil has control of, we can still take the power back. We have the power of Jesus Christ inside of us. He who is greater than is within me than he who is of the world. Jesus Christ is inside of us. Of the world is the devil. He owns the world. So we have to resist for our children's sake, for our wives' sake, for this world's sake. That is what my whole message is about. And today when I was thinking about all this, I was thinking to myself how selfish I can be sometimes, thinking about my ministry or what I'm doing, what's going on, how work is going. And that's kind of a selfish thing. This is why I do the recordings, so that I can at least try and help somebody out there who may be listening. And I'm not trying to help. It's Christ through me. It's not me talking, I hope anyways. That's not what I want. I want Christ to speak through me to men.